Hey guys, AJ here, back with a quick live for you. So guys, I'm trying to go live more regularly, but as of right now, guys, I tend to go live when things happen or I have a conversation with a person, usually like a younger dude that I'm trying to mentor and give good advice to. And I just can't believe that I have to have the conversation, right? I can't believe that some of the information that we have in the manosphere, the red pill sphere, like some of this should be common knowledge by now, right? But I keep having to tell this stuff to people, and then they look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, how is this a thing? Okay. So guys, today, just like the title says, I'm going to talk about why, as a man, you should never date a woman that lists their pronouns on their dating app. Matter of fact, I would say any social media, right? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that. All right. If they put their pronouns, even if they're the she, her stuff, don't do it. Okay, guys, just walk away. Don't even smash. It's too much work. Okay. There's tons of girls out there that are more either conservative, which means that they're more feminine, so they're not into the effing stuff, and they are more, and they don't put their pronouns and their dating profiles. Now, guys, you might be asking, AJ, like, is it that big of a deal? Yes, because here's the thing, guys. Most of the girls that list their pronouns, these are the types of people whose profiles you end up seeing, all right? Okay? These are the types of people. Imagine this guy. All right, guys. And for all you guys who live on the coast in like LA, Seattle, I live in the DMV area, guys, there's all of these types of people are on these dating apps, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is all of them. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Match, all this, right? Look at it. Look at that, man. Look at that. It's funny that this type of person is still going to have the modern woman type of attitude. You know what I'm saying? Guys, please. That should be the number one red flag. Is if you see the theys and the thems and the z's and the zims and the zers and the zas, run, guys, run. Okay? My suggestion, if you guys are out there, especially young guys, turn your profile into the most pro orange man, gun loving, Christian, all of that, and I guarantee you won't see any of these knuckleheads on there. You don't even have to be far right conservative or whatever, guys. I'm not a conservative at all, but if I was gonna date, I would have to say that I was, just so that I can try and get some type of to just get away from this foolishness. I mean, guys, look at this. These are the types of people that would list their pronouns in their profiles. And guys, you might ask, once again, AJ, but I found her a regular little looking girl next door. She just happens to be politically active and wants to be an ally. Guys, that's still an issue. Because then they're going to be giving you crap for stuff that, guys, I don't even really have an opinion on this foolishness, right? Like all this Z-Zim Zer stuff, it doesn't really have that big of an impact on my life. But if I were to be with a woman that was down with the they them stuff in their profiles, then she would put it into my life. Jameson's in the house. Doug MPA's in the house. Imagine Jameson meets a girl, right? Here, let's just go. Hold on. Girl next door. Right here, let's do. I don't know if I want to Google that, but brunette. Imagine Jameson's out on the town, and he meets this girl. Let's call her Vera. And they exchange, she's like, "Hey Jameson, can you give me your Insta?" And he goes on her Instagram. And she doesn't look like the effingest type, but she has the thems and the zers and the z's and the zaws and all the flags and stuff, right? And they're dating, everything's going well. Well, one day, she's gonna be like, "So Jameson, what do you think about the LDHG TV Transformer stuff?" And Jameson goes, "I don't really care." "How can you not care? There's people out there, blah blah blah." And next thing you know, they're fighting about stuff that doesn't even concern him. He doesn't even care about. And that is the issue of dating these people that have their pronouns and their profiles. Now, guys, look, let's just go to a little article here, right? Hold on. Let's go to Reddit first. Look, this is Reddit Tinder. This guy says, "Why do like half of women's..." Jameson says, "Are you spying on me when I'm out on dates?" Oh man. Okay, he says, "Why do like half of women's profiles have pronouns? I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed this or not, but a large percentage of women have started including their profiles. These aren't even transformers, but for some reason they include she, her in their profiles, even though that's a given." Person says, "Because it normalizes transformers putting their pronouns in their profiles." That's this other guy says, "It annoys the ish out of me." This other guy says, "They think that they're woke." And this guy here, right here, guys, listen to this and listen close. "Because people like to identify with particular movements to give themselves a sense of belonging when they have nothing else going for them." Boom! Right there, guys. Couple ammo right there. Absolute facts. Guys, most of these people, I would say most of the women, most of these quote unquote allies are usually these middle class, upper middle class, college educated white girls that have nothing else to do. Okay, they got nothing else to do but dictate to other white people what's racist and what's transphobic. You know what I'm saying? So they want to try and show out, and they want to put the black square in their profile thing to say that they support building lesbians' mansions, right? They want to have all this crap that doesn't even concern them. Okay. And this person says, "It's just identity politics. It isn't a coincidence that most of the women that I see with pronouns in their profiles are obese with badly dyed hair." That is absolute facts, man. That is absolute facts. And that Doug MPA says, "Say women go by they, them on their profiles, and they are bisexual, pansexual, demisexual, and some kind of sexual that I don't understand." I know. I don't understand it. I don't. This guy says, "So they want to feel special and important by being part of some social movement. However, they don't want to put in the effort." Facts. That's what I just said. It's the same ish with the black squares. In spite of literally doing nothing to help solve racial inequality, their ego still inflates. Facts. Facts. It would be so much easier to Google why do people use pronouns than to come here and write this post. And the person goes, "Is this your first day on Reddit?" Oh man. And here's the craziest part about the whole pronouns thing, guys. You don't ever use a person's pronouns when you're talking to them or when they're in your presence. I wouldn't say, if I'm talking to Jameson or Jamie's in my vicinity, I would never say he to him. I honestly believe this is an extension of when feminists go, men need to watch what they say about women when there's no women around. What? Guys, I'm going to be a little bit edgy here, so bear with me. I've been black for 42 years, all right? I guarantee that there's some people I know that might be Asian, that might be white, that might be Hispanic, that use the N-word when I'm not around, either in their house, either when they're in the car singing a song to themselves. Do I care? No, I'm not there to hear it. So what do I care? You cannot thought police people. It's absolutely insane. Okay. This person says, pronouns aren't about enforcing our expectations. They're about mutual respect. Even when meeting someone whose pronouns are exactly what you would assume them to be, it's polite and efficient way to begin socializing on more equal terms. What? Anyways, so guys, let me see. Here we go. This guy wrote an article. Oh, Doug MPA shared an article. Hold on. Let me, how can I copy this here? Doug MPA, can you drop this in the private chat so I can copy it over? Okay. This guy has a story that came out last year. Dear Hinge, sharing my pronouns on my profile makes 0 sense. Thoughts on performative corporate wokeness and cultural sanity. This is by Brett Jordan, okay? Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. Anyone who wants to join, I'll drop the StreamYard link. Here we go. Guys, let me know if you've ever made the mistake of going out on a date with a pronouns profile chick. How about that, guys? I'm coining the term pronouns profile chick. You guys heard it here first, all right? I wonder if Ken for Julian's in the house, man. He's in New York, so you know that he's got some crazy stories, right? Okay. He says, about a week ago, I decided to take a morning scroll. I went through my social media dating apps motivated by the typical mixture of loneliness, boredom, and hopelessly naive optimism. Hinge has been my go-to for dating. I'm too cheap for eHarmony and not nearly hot enough for Tinder. I opened it up to find a pop-up screen containing a prompt about updating my profile. It said that in order to make Hinge a more inclusive space, in order to make Hinge a more inclusive space, we recommend specifying your preferred pronouns. He said, I thought that it was odd since in my profile I'd already stated that I was a man. It says so clearly next to my age. I also declared that I was looking for women. It seemed even more odd when I considered the fact that all conversations on dating apps are one-on-one. The only pronouns typically used are I, me, and you, unless referring to someone else. Perhaps Hinge wants me to be inclusive of people who refer to themselves and the people that they're talking to in the third person. Maybe they're the same ones who might use gender pronouns that are opposite of the sex that they identify clearly with on their profiles. I was lost on this one, but at least I wasn't bored anymore or lonely, or for that matter, optimistic. Yo, this guy is funny, man. Who is this guy? Okay. In fact, the whole thing really got my mental wheels turning. I've seen the pronoun sharing thing before, mostly on Twitter. Facts, guys. Let me, in the dumpster fire known as Twitter, guys, please. What percentage of the people, for anyone that's like sad enough to be on Twitter, guys, I'm on Twitter because it gives me content for my videos. But honestly, if I didn't do that, I would never be on Twitter ever. Guys, let me know what your experience is like on Twitter. Seriously, like, Twitter has to be the worst. I would say Twitter is the worst. TikTok is second worst. Facebook, and Instagram is like
No, it was Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not 12, so I don't consider Snapchat. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
okay, naively, I thought that was just something for the hyper woke, the wide-eyed idealists, and far left-wing activists who wanted so badly to feel that they were on the quote-unquote right side of history that they're willing to deny the reality of of biology and the associated linguistic conventions. After all, Twitter is a political platform. It's designed naturally fans the flames of the culture war, attracting those with access to grind and virtues signal. But Hinge is a dating app. One of the last places I expected to feel any peer pressure to deny the basic tenets of evolutionary biology, or if you prefer, common sense. And guys, that's facts. Because guys, I am all about preference. Okay, guys, you are allowed to have your preference. Okay, and that's preference based on anything: gender, politics. I'm gonna say it, guys. Race. Guys, if you people cannot thought police who you are attracted to. If you're a guy and you only date, redheads, you only date Asian girls, you only date black girls, that's your own business. It's no one else's business but yours.
If you're a guy with no kids and you don't date single moms, I mean,
Facts. That is your business. And don't let anyone try and bully you into saying, oh, if you don't date a transformer or a Decepticon, then you're some type of instaphobe. Guys, I'm telling you, and this is the thought process of all these women that list their pronouns in their profiles. The pronoun profile chicks. That's all it is.
Even worse is, like, example. One of these women that put their pronouns in their profile, they'll bring up some issue that has to do with a person's, like, gender identity. And you're just like, okay, I mean, there are two genders. Well, how dare you say that? But you're a woman that identifies as a woman, so that has nothing to do with you. Like, I'm a man, you're like a biological woman, so this should work. But you're mad that I think that there's two genders. Like, what does it have to do with you and your mating selection? You know what I'm saying? It's just like single moms. You ever go out with a woman, she doesn't have any kids, and then she asks, "Would you date a woman with kids?" And you say no, and she gets upset. It's like, but you don't have any kids. You didn't make the stupid decision to have a kid out of wedlock, but you won't be with a guy who made that same decision, but won't date women that don't have that have children. It's crazy.
I don't understand it. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like, hold on. All right.
I put that link in the private chat.
Look at this, guys. Look, let's just look into let's just go down the rabbit hole, right? I put in, if they have all the different sexuals, if they have all the different flags, if they have the pronouns, guys, run. Because look, I just Google searched pansexual person and look at the foolishness that. Hey, Jameson, she's all yours, buddy. Oh, sorry, they're all yours. Oh man, look at that. Come on, guys. Come on. What is going on? Oh no. No. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Why? Why would anyone subject themselves to this? Why? Guys, I'm telling you. Go to your dating app right now as we speak. And turn everything about yourself to super duper conservative and look at how your matches change. Okay? Just look. Everything will change overnight. Look at look. Isn't it weird how a lot of these people have this 80s Jeffrey Dahmer look? Look going on, right? Come on, man. Look. Jeffrey. Look, Jameson said, "What's pansexual? This doesn't mean you only get aroused by skeletons." Oh man, look at this! Look at this, guys! Man, oh man, oh man! Terrible, terrible, terrible. Anyways, I digress. Let's go back to this article here. Okay, so I had to grapple with the realization that what I had once considered radical is now becoming mainstream, and that's not a bad thing in and of itself. But pronoun usage isn't a meaningless fad. It seems to make an implicit statement about the nature of sex and gender that I always found troublesome, and that irksome feeling that something was off was not something I completely understood until I started writing this post. The problem that I have is that by putting my preferred pronouns on my profile page, I'm being asked to implicitly assent to an idea that is by no means scientifically proven. Okay. In fact, has been forcefully argued to be at odds with evolutionary biology, self-evident or accepted by the public at large. It's the notion that biological sex and gender identity has no consistent, predictable, or reliable relationship to each other. And here's the funniest part about this, guys. These ethnists now are in a war because the ethnists are saying we are women, and the activists on the transformer side are saying, no, there's no such thing as a woman, and we don't know. You can't just automatically imply what a woman is. Okay? But if you see a big guy punching giving what looks like a woman a tiger uppercut, all of a sudden everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's a woman. Go over there and help. I'm like, I don't. How dare you assume her gender? No way, man. No way. Look at that. In my estimate, it's just, or perhaps more radically, that the concepts of sex and or gender are mere social constructs with no correspondence to reality other than our choices as to which ones we prefer to identify with. In my estimation, that is the very essence of what some call gender ideology. Okay. But even if we accept the claims of gender, what do you say? That's not Louis Einhorn. That's Ray Finkel. She's a man. Props to Ace Ventura, guys. Who remembers Ace Ventura? Hold on. Who remembers this movie, man? Look at this. They were trying to say that this movie was anti-transformer, dude. They were trying to talk bad about Ace Ventura, one of the greatest comedies of all time. This movie's amazing. and yeah. Anyways, it didn't stick, but the whole like, Louis Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is a man. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, of course, these people have to suck the life out of everything fun, right? Okay, yes, but even if we accept the claims of this ideology, don't the pronouns he and him still go hand in hand with being a self-declared man? Or are the pronouns themselves independent of gender identity? In other words, are there now 4 independent variables: sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, pronoun? That's facts. That is absolute facts, right? Because you're on a dating app. So you have to put what your sex is, male and female. Then they say what your gender identity is. Then you got to say if you're gay, straight, or bi. And then you got to say what your pronoun. Man, this is confusing. And now, guys, there are those transracial people like Rachel Dolezal. You know what I'm saying? Okay, as a concession. I can see an instance where specifying one's pronouns would be useful and reasonable if the person in question was a transformer. If that's the case, then it helps to know how they would like to be referred to. But genuine gender dysphoria affects less than 1% of the male population, and among females, it's even rare. And there you go, guys. This is why, Jameson, this is why they count the this whole gender stuff. They count the demisexuals and the gender fluids and all these people. They say it's like 15 to 20% of millennials and Gen Z identify as whatever, because they're counting in all the demis and the pans and the furries and all those people in there. It doesn't make
And then also add to that
make any
like
sense.
you have so many young people, they just like think they have mental health issues. Like I have mental health issues. My mental health. It's like, no, you're just young and dumb. Like life sucks when you're young. And that you're just gonna have to. We're ruining all of the ways that people used to have to face adversity and get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it's just I'm gender fluid. I have mental health issues. It's all this crap. It's awful.
And I sometimes wondered what I would say if somehow someone asked me directly what my preferred pronouns were. I think that I've got an answer now. I would simply say, I don't have any preference. I'm comfortable with you using your intuition and common sense to refer to me in a way that makes things easiest for you. Boom! I'm going to use that at work. If my experience is any guide, I have a feeling that they'll get it right every single time. After all, I know that I'm a man. They know that I'm a man. I hope that they know that I'm a man. And he goes, after all, I know that I'm a man. They know that I'm a man. And they know that I know that they know that I'm a man. So why would I pretend that the reality is different? I shouldn't. That is, I shouldn't be peer pressured into an expression of so-called inclusivity that requires me to compromise my intellectual integrity. Rage Gamer, he says, so is demisexual only like doing it half the time, or are they interested in demi-humans? Look at that. Okay. Now let me go to this Demi Lovato thing that Doug MPA put in here. Copy link.
She got tired of using they them pronouns because it was so much work to explain to people what they them meant.
Oh gosh. Okay, so where are we here? So guys, we all know. Let's just look at this here. Demi Lovato, 2018. Let's just look at classic Demi Lovato here, right? You know,
I always get Demi Lovato and the girl from High School Musical mixed up.
Oh, I get her. What is it? Ariana Grande, Selena. I don't even know. They're all the same to me. But, so yeah, you know what I mean. She's a solid 6. You know what I'm saying? I would say, you dress her up. She's like a 6.5. But then she went to these pronouns. I mean, she went to the they them thing, right? And let's put Demi Lovato 2021. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what happens when these people list their pronouns in their profiles, man. Look at this. Look at that. How do you go from this? From this. Oops. From that to this. I mean, come on, guys. Someone in the chat, help me, please. Make it make sense, man. Jameson says, I was referring to Mac dating the Transformer. For all you guys that don't watch It's Always Sunny, man. You guys check out that show. Um, they had this girl play a transformer on the show. She was in like Joe Dirt and a couple others, but yeah, hold on, let me get a better picture of her. Yeah, they had her play play a transformer, man. Hilarious, hilarious. Garrett Grant, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? So, guys, let's go back to the article here. All right, guys, Demi Lovato opens up about updating her pronouns last year. I just got tired, and this just came out like 2 weeks ago. Demi Lovato is opening up about the choice to adjust their pronouns last year. So they're still calling this person they, even though she said she's adding she, her to their pronouns. And their Instagram bio currently reads as they, what? They, them, she, her. Oh, fuck, are you fucking kidding me? Guys, please, Jameson, Razor Gamer, Garrett Grant, someone make sense of this. Please. I need an explanation, okay? So that they, them, she, her. Guys, if you ever see they, them, she, her on a profile, a dating, just run. Okay? Block and run. All right? That's one of the reasons she says the Cool for the Summer singer told GQ that that the decision came after finding it absolutely exhausting to explain to others why they changed their pronouns in the first place. That is one of the reasons that has led me to feel comfortable with feminine pronouns. I just got tired. They elaborated, commenting on the changes that society presents with systematically incorporated practices like gendered label bathrooms. Guys, imagine living in a country where you have so much privilege. You have everything's so peaceful, and we have such an abundance that that the gendered words on bathrooms are your biggest worries. It says, for example, in public toilets, having to access the women's bathroom, even though I don't completely identify with it, I would feel more comfortable in a genderless bathroom. Dude, just go in and take a dump. Like, what do you guys drop in the chat if you've ever had to go hella bad in the men's room, was out or whatever, or there was two bathrooms. Like, there was the men's room and the women's room, and they were like small ones that would lock. Let me know if you've used the women's room, because I have. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta go, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So Lovato also said it happens when filling out forms such as government documents or any other where we specify your gender. You only have two options, male and female. I feel like none of that makes sense to me. I guarantee you there's a lot about you that doesn't make sense. Come on. I see myself conditioned to choose a woman because there are no more options. I think this has to change. Hopefully there will be more options. Okay. Initially, Lovato explained their pronoun update in an interview. At the time, they said, that's what they, them is about for me, feeling human to your core. Recently, I've been feeling more feminine, so I've adopted she, her again. What? Experts say that, okay, first of all, guys, who is an expert in this? Some moron with a gender studies degree is an expert in this, right? Experts, quote unquote, say that Lovato updating their pronouns is typical and should remind us that gender identity is fluid and can change over time. Ari Brown, I guarantee, who's black. Let's check. Let's see. I wonder. Ari Brown. Let me see. Of course. Did I call it or what? Did I call it or what? Look at that. Ari Brown, LMFT public speaker, writer, licensed therapist, podcast host, authenticity and love expert, LDHDTV plus. Wait. What? No, that's not the same person. No. Guys, I think this person is this person. What? What? No way. No, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yo, you guys better be careful in Atlanta, you guys.
Yikes, man.
Guys,
Yikes.
oh no. Guys, if you live in Atlanta, oh no, you guys got to be careful, man. You have got to be careful, bro. Look at this. Look at that. Hold on. Ari Brown. Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. Look at that, man. Look at that. Guys, let me know. This person offers courses and for what? Speaking and consulting? What? Guys, this is clown world, man. Clown world. Razor Gamer says, this is one of the reasons why I would not have children. Yep. I'm not having kids, guys. Nope. I'm not raising them in this foolishness. We all live in a world where we're expected to be something from the time that we're born. And we get this opportunity in our 20s to start exploring that we're probably not going to hit the nail on the wall right away. I certainly didn't. Francis Galarte, an associate professor of American Studies and Women Gender. Wait, what? Okay, guys, associate of American Studies and Women Gender and Sexuality Studies at the University of Mexico. Can you imagine sending your kids to college and paying $30,000? What's the tuition for University of New Mexico? Let's see, guys. Let's see here. Tuition cost. Okay. It looks like $23,000 a year to go to the University of New Mexico. So you're going to send your kid to school for 4 years, paying $23,000 a year. Okay, and just to get a degree. Oh, yeah, and what? Where did it even go? American Studies and Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies. Someone who's experimenting with pronouns is often making use of vocabulary that's out there to describe how they might be experiencing their gender representation. Right. People who are using multiple pronouns these days are showing that gender is more complicated than one thing or one word. Clown world, guys. Absolute clown world. You know? I don't... Oh, guys, here you go. This is from Slate. This pronoun will make you irresistible to women. Because I had to throw this in there, right, guys? Earlier this month, Wired Magazine published How to Create the Perfect Online Dating Profile. Okay? Mentioning yoga or surfing in your ad was found to have a more positive influence on the number of contacts that will result. For women, it's much better. For men, it's much better to refer to women using woman, but a girl's ad will do better if she refers to herself as a girl. Most interesting to me, however, was that men who use the word whom get 31% more contacts from opposite sex respondents. Wow, this changes everything. And I'm talking just to men. First off, you should care to know the ins and the outs of whom, and here's synopsis of the relevant linguistic principles. Well, I don't give a shit about this. But guys, in other words, it doesn't matter whether you use the word whom correctly. In general, women don't know the proper rules for whom any more than men do. Sure, they're interested in seeking out an intelligent man. And the idea of breeding with brainy guys who will think of creative ways to protect the offspring. What? The obvious difference is that women view the mere occurrence of whom as a proxy for actual evidence of intelligence. The fact is that incorrect uses of whom occur rather infrequently. Whom do they think was underwriting the signage? Screw the rules. Evolution only cares about if you get laid, and admit it, so do you. I certainly do. I've been throwing my life away trying to catalog the entire set of grammatical principles. Those days are over. My eyes have been opened to what's really important: attracting women by writing a woman-pleasing prose. Whom would possibly object to that? Pretty clever, guys. Pretty clever. If I don't say so myself. So, guys, you heard it here. Write whom on your dating profile, and you'll get more chicks. You know what I mean, guys? Let me know. I'm trying to think of like when these dating profiles started listing their pronouns. I think it was like right around 2020. I know Tinder did it in like 2023. OkCupid did it in like 2020-ish or 2019. Let me see here. Instagram did it in like 2021. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any. Oh, guys, here's another thing too. Did you know, guys, that all right, so there's a dating app called Her, Her, and it was for the lesbians, right? And they changed it now to where Her is inclusive. Okay. Her was exclusively a lesbians thing, right? And the CEO said, look, if you put that you are a woman who only dates women, you can't use this app anymore. Think about that for a second, right? Think about that. Bumble announces non-binary users will be able to message other following users. Wait, what? Bumble announces non-binary users will be able to message other following user. What? Okay. Guys, this sentence doesn't make any sense. Okay. Bumble announces non-binary users will be able to message other following user frustration. That took me like 3 times to try and read that, guys. Oh, man. Guys, I have a master's degree. I can read pretty well, but this sentence makes no sense, right? Okay.
AJ, I'm gonna duck out.
All right, cool.
But always be talking to you.
Yeah, all right, man.
See ya.
Bumble expanded its gender options to be more inclusive of non-binary users this month. So it now says non-binary. They, she, and this is on Bumble, guys. Ken for Julian, I don't know what the hell it means. Guys, this is what you should just stay out of this realm all together, man. Seriously. Oh, I did. Okay. Here we go. Here's another article, guys. Look at this. Why conservatives are better at dating than liberals. This is by Jane Ridley. Okay, this is 2019. She said conservatives are much better at dating than liberals, according to a new survey by the over 50 dating app. Because the company found that right wingers are more direct than left wingers. They clearly state to potential lovers what they're looking for in terms of life and romance. They also value family and friendships higher than liberals and have a smaller, more intimate group of friends. By contrast, liberals tend to thrive in larger social groups. But left-leaners have their advantages too. They are more carefree and more fun than conservatives. And more often, they're more inclined to explore and travel the world. Unsurprisingly, people who share the same political affiliation flock together like birds of a feather. Conservative women, here we go, guys, are twice as likely to chat with right-wing peers than to initiate a conversation with their liberal counterparts. Left-wing women are somebody set in their ways, and they're 3-4 times more likely. This is back when people they were saying that they wouldn't date anyone that had the red hat on. You know what I'm saying? Because I have found, even though I'm not like super duper conservative, I'm a moderate, but I'm pro-male, so that makes a lot of people think that I'm ooh, look at this. Look at this, guys. Progressive women secretly want to date conservative men. Ooh, look at this, guys. Guys, this is so true. Let me tell you guys a story. I took what was a precursor to a gender roles class. This is back in like 2002, so there wasn't like a gender roles curriculum, but it was more of like it was like gender and society class. It was an easy A. And there was this one guy, Shane. He was a right-wing conservative rugby player. And he used to piss off all the feminists in the class. But I found out like later on, he was nailing like 9 or 10 girls in this class. And all of them were all these feminist chicks. Recently, my friend Melissa was disappointed because the guys she met on Hinge didn't offer to pay on their first date. It made me think he was cheap. She complained it was bad. It was a bad first impression. Needless to say, they didn't have a second date. When she told me the story, I thought that he made her pay for him, which I wouldn't agree isn't great. But upon learning the details of the encounter, she offered to pay for her own meal, so they split the bill. Melissa has a job, makes her own money, and frequently advocates for female empowerment and equality. So why was she disappointed that her date didn't meet the traditional expectation that the guy should pay? Another friend of mine, let's call her Hannah, speaks openly about being independent, capable of taking care of herself, and in the same breath as complaining about how her boyfriend didn't walk her home the other night. Right there, guys. Right there. This is I guarantee all the author's friends put their pronouns in their dating profiles, but then want you to pay for dinner. Jameson, I'm a strong and independent woman. You better you better pay for my waffle at the Waffle House. Guys, man, put in the chat if you like Waffle House. Guys, drop a like on the stream. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. But yeah, like all these girls want to be strong and independent. All this foolishness until the check comes. And then all of a sudden it's, oh, I didn't really know that, that I could do that. I mean, that I don't want to pay for stuff. Oh no, what a joke. Absolute joke. Jameson says you need to stop reading the text that people send to me. That is hilarious, man. It is so true. But this is how it is, man. It's absolutely how it is. Guys, let me know if this has ever happened to you. to you? You know, like have you ever met a girl who you were on a date with, and she was talking about her job and all this other stuff, and then the check comes and she's like, nah, it's cool. You know what I mean? Come on. All right, let's finish this up here. Women today are more independent than ever. So why are these types of complaints so common? Progressive women secretly want to date conservative-minded men. To be clear, they don't want a man who's anti-baby deletion or thinks that a woman should save herself for marriage or dress modestly or possess traditional homemaking skills like cooking or cleaning. The hell we don't. Those days are long gone. But progressive women do want a man who will pay the tab, open doors, carry bags, walk her home, take her shopping, pick her up for a date, and offer her his jacket, and go out of the way to make the woman feel like he's dating a lady. So, guys, let's just think about this statement here. This knucklehead, whoever this person is, Ariana E., you are an idiot, okay? Just basically said, they don't want a man who wants a lady, but they do want a man that'll treat them like a lady. They're basically saying they don't want to act like a lady. They just want to be treated like a lady. Guys, let me know if that's what you're hearing too. Let's read this again. To be clear, yes, Rage Gamer, they want a pack animal. They want a beast of burden. They want a mule, an ass, a donkey, right? They don't want a man who's anti-baby deletion or thinks that a woman should save herself for marriage or dress modestly or possess traditional homemaking skills like cooking or cleaning. Those days are gone. No, guys, there's still traditionally minded women out there. Right? And guys, here's the thing. These modern women, they raise the type of men they hate. Okay? These are all traditional expectations of a man's role in a relationship. So logically, it's the traditional men that still adhere to them. There's just one teeny tiny problem. Conservative-minded traditional men think it's their responsibility to care for, protect, and honor women. They enjoy being able to provide. It makes them feel good to know that their lady feels safe. But progressive women can take care of themselves and don't need or want a man's care, protection. Guys, clown world. Yes, they do. All women need men. Every woman on this planet need men. All of them. Okay? So many women would be appalled at letting a guy pay for a date so he can feel good and useful about themselves. So they don't want to. They want the guy to pay for the date to let her feel special, but not so that he can feel good about himself. Think about that, guys. Have you ever seen a woman say, "My body, my choice. I should be able to delete the baby. Pro-choice," right? And they're fine with that. But then a guy goes, "Yeah, I'm pro-choice because if I knock any chick up, I want it to flush it out." Then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, you're an asshole." It's like, he was saying the same thing. Women want you to do what they say for the reasons that they want. Men are at a loss at what they should do when it comes to dating progressive women. No, we're not, guys. Guys, don't do it at all. Guys, put in the chat if you're at a loss when it comes to dating progressive women, because I don't. Guys, this just proves my point more and more and more, guys. Men are at a loss at what to do what they should do when it comes to dating women that have pronouns in their profiles. What's what they mean by progressive women? If you let her take care of herself, like walk herself home and pay for her own stuff, she's offended. But if you try to do these things, you'll risk implying that she can't take care of herself and needs you to do it for her. Yet again, she's offended. Facts, guys. Us men nowadays are the only men in history that have to be with a woman, do all the hard work, and then convince her that she doesn't need us. That's crazy. It's a lose-lose situation, and many young men are giving up on the idea of dating entirely. So, my fellow strong independent ladies, what's a man to do? I think there's some comments here. This person says, literally vomiting blood is something I'd rather do than dating a conservative male. Playing Russian roulette would be more enjoyable than dating a conservative male. If progressive women really wanted that, then why are there, orange man supporters and incels, self-professed nice guys whining about how all the women won't date nice guys? Your article belongs on an incel's website. Person goes, wow, this article went completely over your head. The next person says to the original poster, you are pretty awful. Next person says, okay. Oh, well, this person is getting obliterated. Maybe you should research a topic before you write about it. Research has been done on this, which definitely shows that progressive women are not dating conservative men on average. This person's not saying that they are. They're saying that they want to date men that think conservatively. Wow. Guys, why can't people read? Why can't people read? Person says, so women today are more independent than ever. So why are these types of complaints so common? Person says, it's because women want privileges, not equality. And men today have moved on and won't offer those privileges, and they shouldn't. Facts. And the result, they go for conservative men, but then have to deal with all the other sexist stuff that these guys are all about. As for progressive men who won't pay for dates, they also end up with conservative women who value chivalry. What? Thus, the conundrum is progressive men prefer conservative women. Progressive women prefer conservative men. What? Hold on. Guys, let me know if you think that that's true. This person is saying that, okay, progressive men date conservative women because progressive men, this doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Maybe this person did this wrong. But either way, guys, I'm going to get back to my original point. Don't date women that put their pronouns in their profile, guys. Waste of time. Okay? Don't do it. You'll end up, instead of a girl who looks like this, you're going to end up with a girl that looks like this. It looks like this. Hey, good luck with that, guys. Good luck with that. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to shut this bad boy down. I appreciate you guys. Jameson says, I'm a left-leaning man who's raised in a family with conservative women. I do quite well with progressive women. Well, good luck for you, but I don't think that maybe you live in... I'm from Seattle, man, so like maybe... Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Progressive women. All right, let's do this. Feminist women. let's look at. Okay, so Jameson, you do good with these types of women. You do good with these types of women. Because this is what I mean by progressive, okay? I'm not talk about liberal women. I'm talking about leftist progressive women, all right? Because I was born on the West Coast. I'm a moderate. I lean on the left a little bit when it comes to some social issues, but I'm a fiscal conservative, and I'm pro-male. So that makes me lean a little bit more to the right. But guys, I could never, ever, 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 ever date any woman that puts their pronouns in their profile. No. Okay. Because ultimately, a lot of these people, they hate men, they hate masculinity, while they benefit from strong men going out and working their fingers to the bone every day. They shit talk and talk down on the very, very, very men that make them able to live their lives. And as a black male, these are the types of people that'll still call the cops on me if I'm jogging through their neighborhood and I don't know who they are. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna shut this down. I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys.